doing this impromptu video. I typically don't do videos, but I feel like God has been saying, girl, get on camera. Your audience needs to see you. So here I am. So much going on, guys. So much. I had like a little bit of a revelation the other day. So just to give you a little backstory, the reason why I titled this, like, I am literally done staying committed to things that no longer feel good. It's the best way I can say it. So I have been splitting myself between two identities. As I've shared before, I am by degree a marriage and family therapist. And when I took the national exam, I failed it by 1 point, which many of us have. And then I decided to buckle down and sort of kind of create my own system. And I brought along a classmate of mine and we passed it on it was my second time was her fourth time. And I think for a while I was like, oh, I should probably put something together and teach other people how to pass this exam. But a whole year went by and some change, and I didn't do anything with it. So I decided to really like double down and create this digital product. I put a lot of man hours into it and came up with this product. And I was like, oh, I'm going to create YouTube videos to support that. Of course, my light just went out. There's nothing I can do about it. Like, y'all don't even know what it is taking for me to record this video. From the microphones I purchased not working to I got this other microphone here and the cord is like, I don't even know if it's working. I'll find out at the end. To my light just going out, to my power source. Listen, I'm just going to keep going, and whatever happens, happens, because I just feel like I'm manifesting these blockages because I'm pushing past my comfort zone. And there's all this energy like, don't get on camera, don't do it. You don't need to get on camera. Just let them listen to your voice. And as a result, I have all of these obstacles showing up. But whatever, I'm just going to keep going. I wanted to do it in my room, but my daughter's sleeping in my room, so I can't go in there. So I'm in my living room, which I didn't plan, and it is okay. So long story short, that's why the light just went out. Guess it wasn't charged. Anyway, so I put together this digital product and I'm like, yep, I got my digital product. I'm going to create these YouTube videos. And again, it's a faceless channel because I'm like mentally checked out of doing therapy. I'm burnt out. I didn't want to be a teacher in that space. I just wanted to create some slides with some lo-fi music, with some tips and tricks, and then promote the digital product in my description at the end of the slides. And because I really wanted to do this, I'm like, I want to create my podcast. I want to grow my Substack. That's where my heart is leading me. That's what gets me energized. That's what I want to do. And so here I am months into creating these marriage and family therapy videos. Literally, y'all, I'm getting like 2 views, 3 views, 5 views, 10 views. If you put in MFT exam, you're scrolling for days until you can find my channel. But I was like, I'm going to keep doing it because I believed in the digital product. Like, when I say it's so many gems in that product and stuff that I didn't even have to pass the exam. I used Notebook LM to dissect the exam to a T. And then I created all these Google Docs. And as you know, when you create Google Docs, it's like black ink on paper, right? But I went in and I took my time. There's like over 40 plus documents, 3 different Google Sheets. I went in, I cleaned it all up, bulleted, highlighted, bold, made the tables colorful. Anyway, really, really good digital product. So I'm like, okay, I need to get this out. So here I am grinding out content. And the whole entire time I'm screaming inside, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm being pulled away from what I really want to do. I started resenting my desk. I didn't even want to sit at my desk and create because I'm like, my daughter's not getting much of my time. I'm gaining weight. I'm stressing. I thought I was out of survival mode. Now I'm back in survival mode, trying to make this thing work. And I'm like trying my hardest not to like be in this need state. I need this to work. I'm trying to switch my mental and say, okay, I want it to work, but I don't need it to work. Because again, I want to be in good energy flow with it. And the whole time I'm screaming, I don't want to do this. ChatGPT is like, you need to get on camera. You need to teach this stuff because this type of content needs to be taught. People want to hear, from someone teaching them, breaking down the scenarios, the vignettes, all of that. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's what the digital product is for. Like, I really, really don't want to do that. And so days, months, weeks, months, grinding out content. Like, I still have enough content that I've scheduled out for the next week or so. That's how much I was just grinding out content. And I realized, I think I watched a YouTube video of someone talking about we stay committed too long to things that are no longer serving us. We stay committed to things that our soul, our spirit has said, we're done with that, but yet we're holding on. And that's exactly what I was doing. And I'm like, no wonder why my patience is low. No wonder why I'm like quick to snap. No wonder why I'm tired. I'm drained. I'm frustrated. I have low energy because I'm pulling myself between two different identities, like I said, and I'm not honoring the true what my soul is really saying. This is what keeps us in flow, not the MFT stuff. But it was so hard to let it go because I'm like, but what about the digital product? Like, how are people gonna know about it? Like, I spent a lot of time on this shit. Doesn't matter. When I tell y'all the day I made the decision to let go and say, I'm not creating another video, I'm done. I can't even express to you the weight that left me when I said enough is enough. And then I started going back and I'm like, I do this a lot. Like, why do I feel that I have to stay committed? Is it because I don't want to seem like I'm a quitter or I don't want to hear what other people have to say, i.e. my parents? Like, what is it? Or colleagues or whatever it is. I'm like, what is it that makes me stay committed to things and people when it's time to let go? Like, I stay in relationships way too long, way too long. I carry friendships that I know it's not an equal friendship. I know that I'm giving more of myself than what I'm getting out of the friendship. Why is it? And of course, a lot of it does stem from, me being adopted and just really needing to like tiger. Like, I feel like I'm like a tiger on a gazelle. Once I attach, I'm not letting go. Like, and because I don't want to lose relationships, right? It's that people pleasing, right? I'm worried about what will happen when I say enough is enough. And how that will impact me. I was, not now, but I was. So man, like, I'm like, here I go again, not even correlating that me doing this with the marriage and family therapy stuff is the same like how I was in my relationships, in my past friendships. Even I remember when I was getting my associate's degree in medical billing and coding, like halfway through the program, I'm like, I ain't doing this. I don't want to do this. I don't care to do this. But my dad had pushed it so much saying, this is a great field to get into. This was at the time that it was booming and this is a great field to get into and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it halfway through. I'm like, this is not me. This is not what I want to do. But what did I do? I stayed committed, finished the program, not a day practicing it, accumulated all of this debt and didn't work a day in the field of doing medical billing and coding because I mentally I checked out already. And I just started going back and saying, even staying at jobs way too long. You know what I mean? And man, when I made that decision and said, this is it, enough is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not carrying this burden, this load, because all it has taught me or it has taught my brain is that, regardless of how we feel, it doesn't matter. We're going to do it because number one, Either we're going to continue to please others because we're so concerned about their emotional reaction to our decisions, or for whatever reason, we feel like we're going to have this form of abandonment of the thing that we said we're going to create is going to impact us in a negative way. But hello, we're truly just abandoning ourselves, our true, and I can't stand using this word, but it is the word. But our true, because it's such a cliche word, but our true, authentic version of ourselves. Like we're truly, truly abandoning that. Like what, and learning how to follow your intuition, learning how to follow like the feeling. Like that feeling was shut off for so long because I had ignored it for so long. So it's almost like I didn't recognize it when it was like, hey, we're in flow. I didn't know what flow felt like for a very long time. But again, recently, once I let go of this MFT stuff, I felt the flow. I was like, oh, it's like I felt lighter. I felt a little bit more relaxed. Like I'm not going to make it woo. I just felt relaxed. I felt this, I felt less resistance. I didn't feel like more feminine energy, less masculine energy. Like that was taking over my body. And so I just decided to create today to talk about this because I'm getting out of my shell and my comfort zone of, not putting myself out there and talking about the things that really matter because I know there's someone else out there, you, that can resonate with what I'm saying. I know I'm not the only one in this situation. That's not how God created us. We're a village. Like I use that term, that cliche term all the time. We're all cut from the same cloth, just a different cut. We're all the same. And so I know you understand exactly what I'm saying. So I wanted to create this to say to you, please recognize the areas in your life where you are. And I know I just created a video about stay committed, but stay committed to your passion. Stay committed to the things that make you feel good. Don't stay committed to the things that drain you emotionally, the relationships, the activities, the friendships, the jobs, none of that. Because I truly believe more and more that when we're in flow, things naturally come the way that they're supposed to. But when we're in these states of, frustration, irritability, resistance, it prolongs our true quote unquote destinies and desires into our life. We prolong it. And so it may not look and feel in terms of like what we think it's supposed to look and feel like, oh, sunflowers and rainbows and shit. No, it looks like just a small shift in like how we breathe differently, how we walk, how we talk to our children differently, how we wake up in the morning, how we go about our day. It's all different, right? And so I'm just going to keep showing up, guys, when I'm feeling inspired and God led to talk about the things that can help us move the needle. That whole 1% by James Clear in Atomic Habits is so true. It's not a big shift. It's just these little dial movements that push us in the direction of, doing better, feeling better, being better, all that good stuff. So I love you much. If you want to, continue to hear more, feel free to subscribe. Honestly, like saying that just, I don't know why, but it's like, I don't want to pressure anybody to do anything. And it's not that I need you to subscribe. I would just want you to. But if you feel like this resonated, that's probably what I should have said instead. If you feel like this resonated, feel free to subscribe. We're all human. And I think there's just so much polished people on the internet, and that's great. People have their team, they have their whatnots, but I just think there needs to be more space for error, more space for transparency, vulnerability, and yeah. So love y'all. Thank you so much.